Shabbat Shalom, Parashat Re'eh. Look, says Moshe Rabbeinu, I put before you today a blessing and a curse. You see, my people, everything in life is a balance. You must know to create a balance between the blessing and the curse. You are entering into a land that is holy by definition, and you have a great assignment before you. You must eradicate any hint of idolatry from the land, and you must prepare yourself for the moment in which God will select the very special place that stands right behind this wall, in which God will instruct you to build a permanent home for His glorious presence. And in this land, you will have to find great balance. A balance between the way you treat each other, a balance between what you eat and what you do not eat, and a balance that will sanctify the time that you have throughout the year, in which you will find particular special moments to celebrate holidays for Hashem. While Moshe Rabbeinu is enlisting the various balances that one must have in life, he lists for us a variety of animals that we may eat and may not eat. The birds in particular open to us a list of birds that we are not permitted to consume. Rabbi Berzon, one of the great orators of the last generation, is foretold to have once said that every single pasuk in the entire Torah can be made into a beautiful drasha. The great art of speech depends on the Rav's ability to find the treasures that are hidden behind every word of the Torah. He challenged his students once in class, so tells my father, to throw a pasuk at him. One of the wise guys in class threw to him a pasuk straight out of our parasha. A pasuk that is parallel to a pasuk that appeared long ago, minus one of these particular birds. While the birds are being listed, there is a pasuk that says as follows: V'hara'a, ve'et ha'aya, ve'hadaya lemina. The ra'a, the aya, and daya are three birds in which we're not allowed to consume. Comes the Gemara and peculiarly says, the ra'a, the aya, and daya are actually all three different names for the same exact bird. Curious, says Rabbi Berzon. Did you really have to give me a pasuk that is so easy? And he says as follows. The ra'ah, the Gemara explains to us, is a bird that has great distance sight. But in particular, they want to define the great distance that this bird can see in a very, very interesting way. Says the Gemara, the ra'ah, Zu ha'afa bebavel vero'a neveila be'eretz Yisrael. This is a bird that has the ability to fly high in the skies of Babylon and see way into the distance to see any type of impure or dead animal that is lying in the land of Israel. In fact, we're not really talking about a bird at all here. We are talking about three different types of Jews in which we have to be very careful from. And the first way that this is expressed is by all those that live far away in the diaspora, and all they could see is all that is negative and wrong in the land of Israel. So says Moshe Rabbeinu to the young generation that is on the boundaries of the land of Israel, still sitting in the desert. Never become such a person. Never allow yourself to sit far away and cast shadow and doubt on what is happening in the land of Israel. If it appears to you from so far away that something is wrong, then two things apply to you. One, perhaps you need to clean your glasses. Two, perhaps you are so far away in which you have forgotten your responsibility. Come, plant your feet in the right side of the ocean, and do what you need to fix, clean, and correct what appeared to you to be so wrong from far away. The second is the ayah. The ayah represents the bird in which anytime you truly need help, they are the first ones to tell you what needs to be corrected. But when you need them, the ayah, they disappear. You can't find them. Where is he? Ve'ayo. He's gone. He's never around when you truly need help. He's always there to be standing far away and cast shadow and doubt on what you're doing. But when you call him up to task, when you ask him to come and offer help, he's never around. And the third, perhaps the most dangerous, is the daya. is the one that knows how to cast blame, cast shadow. Oh, he doesn't even try to hide. But when you call upon him, he has a very interesting answer. Die. I did enough. I don't have to do any more. I did my share. I gave in the office. I'm done. All three birds are very dangerous for us. Yes, those that cast doubt, those that are never around when you need help, or those that are in your face and always say, oh, I did my share, I don't have to do any more, are ones that we need to be very careful from. We need to be careful from consuming their bad influence. So when we come into the land of Israel and we accept responsibility from one another, we are told that once we plant our seeds in the ground and we start harvesting the benefits of the beautiful land that God will give us, we are required to give 10% of everything that we grow. This 10% is supposed to be given to the worship of Hashem. It is given to the Levi, and the Levi from that gives 1/10 of a tenth to the Kohen. And so the Torah tells us, Aser te'aseret kol tvuat zaracha hayotze asadeh shana b'shana. Shana shana. The Midrash on this particular pasuk comes with a fascinating line that is very perplexing at first, and says as follows, Aser te'aser, hahu de'amrina, this is what was said long ago in the Torah, im teimin v'asmeila, v'im al smol v'yimina. If you turn right, I will turn left. And if you turn left, I will turn right. This is a pasuk that was said by Avraham to his brother-in-law Lot, shortly before he sends him off to the city of Sodom, when he gives Lot the option of choosing the part of the land that he would prefer to be on. When Avraham concluded that they both cannot dwell in the same area, and in order to try to maintain harmony with his brother-in-law, he asks him to pick and says to him, if you turn right, I will turn left. If you take the left side, I will go to the right. What is the connection between Aser to such a strange pasuk? The idea is quite simple and beautiful. Aser te-aser. Well, the letter shin in the Hebrew language can change from a shin to a sin by merely moving the dot from the right side to the left side. So says the Torah, if indeed you choose to have your priorities such in which first you turn to your right, which means that your priority is to put the dot on the shin on the right side, and therefore your priority is osher, to become rich, then says God, I will put the dot on the left side. I will make sure that you will te'aser. You will lose all your richness because you cared only about yourself. However, if your priorities are clear, in which you place first the dot on the left side, which means you understand that first and foremost you must go with aser. Take everything that you have and make sure to give a portion to those that are most in need. Then indeed God promises you that He will put the dot on the right side. Then tit asher. Then you shall become wealthy. Wealthy not just in monetary goods, but wealthy by being infused with the spirituality, the power that the land has to offer. And so the parsha ends with a beautiful pasuk. Ish kematnat yado kivirkat Hashem Elokecha asher natan lach. Each to the great presence that Hashem has given you and the blessings that He gave you in the land that you would enter. These gifts will guide you as you come back in front of Hashem to offer back from all the wonders that He has given you. May Hashem fill all of our treasures by the virtue of our commitment to one another. This is our mission in the land that God has given us. Care for one another, and Hashem will care for us. Shabbat Shalom.